What is he supposed to do but adapt to a situation like we all do? That's what the human mind tells and teaches us to do, to adapt. Now, how is that possible? How is it that we as responsible adults take care of adults, but we put our children in harm's way like this? How can we have the power that's in this room? Muslims, Christians, Jews, politicians, police directors, deputy mayors. How do we allow that? And we're worrying about, the minor things in life. The most powerful and greatest country in the history of the world. We have a spaceship that's going to Pluto. It's going to take 8 years to get there. Traveling faster than the speed of sound. Just to find out there's something that we already know, and it costs $1 billion. Just to find out what we already know, that there's some damn ice on Pluto. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me. That's what we spend our money on. But I'm going to give you the worst statistics I gave you, and it should all make us ashamed. 75% of the kids in the juvenile jail as I speak have been there 3 times or more. Think about that. So when Johnny and Tariq are 13 and they're just in the stolen, they haven't stolen the car yet now. They haven't carjacked the car yet now. They haven't pulled their thing out and to stick somebody up. So when that red flag goes up, why is Johnny and Tariq in that stolen car at 13? We all should be, when I say us, the politicians, the clergy, social services, we should be rushing to find out what's the problem with little Johnny and Tariq. Because the first time he does that, where are we to find out why is Johnny hanging around with that crowd? In the book of Corinthians, in the Bible, bad company corrupts good character. Look it up. You don't have to be a Muslim to read the Bible now. And you don't have to be a Christian to read the Quran. So look it up. That's God's words. That's not my words, as Malcolm would say. Bad company corrupts good character. But we allowing them to be around the bad company. Think about that. So what's the solution? I got you. Because I have to, when I leave here, I have to go to the juvenile jail, and God has blessed me to keep going there. I'll be there tonight as I am every Thursday night. So I'm going to cut it short. What can we do? And I'm going to take, I have 5 minutes, but I'm going to take 3 minutes. There's something that everyone in here can do. There's no sense in us feeling good, and you hearing the stories from the people that was in this world and the reverends and the imams and everyone. What can we do tonight? This is what we can do. Gang members make a living by 3 ways. They sell drugs, they rob you and I, or they steal our car and sell it for whole parts. There's not a 4th way. So if you don't give them alternatives, now remember now, I told you the statistics. Not because I want to show you my great memory, because 40% of them are DIFAS kids now. So if you don't give them alternative to making a living, and remember now, 80% of them at a 20% reading level, and 20% of them are illiterate. So if you don't give Johnny and Tariq an alternative to how to live, how to eat, or take care of grandma, his little brothers and sisters, what is he to do? You're not hiring them. You're not hiring them. You're not hiring them. Because one, he has a criminal record. I have people to come to the deputy mayor's office every single day with college degrees, and I can't help them get a job. But Johnny Tariq, who's illiterate and who has a criminal record, where is he going to get a job at? So we don't care about that. So what does Johnny Tariq do? They take out their 9 and stick it in our face to get paid. Not because they want to be in jail. They don't really want to be in jail. I'm going to tell you something. All this gangbanging stuff and so forth and so on, you think there's a problem? You go to that jail and see PlayStation or Career Day, and you'll see normal kids. You'll swear they're your kids and my kids. They love being kids. But when they get out of that structure, they have to go back to what they know best, and that's to survive. So our job is to make sure that we get them alternatives. How do we do that? Well, one thing, and I'm going to talk about myself and any other administration. One thing we have to do is with this construction jobs. I'm tired of riding down the street. You understand? And when I see construction jobs, I don't see anybody look like Johnny and Tariq. Now, and I blame Ron Salahuddin. You're the deputy mayor of public safety, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try to do something about it. And if Cory Booker, who's my boss, was here and everybody knows I love, he's going to have to do something about it. Or Mildred Crump, or Joe DiVincenzo, or Governor Karzai, and everyone in here has the power to do something about it. We got to teach Johnny and Tariq. We got to give Johnny and Tariq some alternatives. Because if Johnny and Tariq can learn how to do sheetrocking, or landscaping, or lay a brick, or lay some electricity, he'll stop robbing you and I. And I'm going to end on this note, and I apologize for preaching. But Dr. Howard knows one thing. When you talk about kids and you put me in front of a mic, I become a preacher. And I apologize. But I get emotional about those kids. I get emotional about those kids. And I'm getting ready, when I leave here, I'm going to go see those kids because they have nothing. They have nothing. And we can do something about it. And one last thing. Everybody in this room, I don't care whether you're white or black, Hispanic, Christian, Muslim, or Jew, there's somebody on your block that you know is a troubled kid. And when you see like the 2 young people and the 3 young people up here, and you see them at the store, you know who they are. You know that their parents are not having it. Grab that kid and say, hey, I'm taking my little Johnny to the movies. What are you doing? Jump in the car. Let's go to the movies. Show him a little love. It won't cost you much. You know he's not eating right. You sitting up there barbecuing ribs and turkey burgers and stuff like that. You won't go down there and say, come on by and grab something to eat. You know why? The food is not going to make him change. It's the love. It's knowing that somebody cares about him. Go ask him saying, how you doing in school? I got 3 A's. You got 3 A's? Here's $5 for each A. I want to see your report card every quarter. Who's going to PTA meeting for you? My mama can't go. Grandma's too old. Blah, blah. I'm going to go with you. Is that all right? That doesn't cost you a dime. It doesn't cost the government, which is talking about we in bankruptcy and Bear Stearns and all this stuff. That doesn't cost us a dime. Nothing. But we want to go to church every day and every Sunday and talk about everybody and talk about and quote the Bible. We want to go to the masjid and quote the Quran. We want to go to the synagogue and quote the Torah to people that's already in there with us. But you don't want to go out there in that street and do God's work. Thank you very much.